Hello students, Mr. Sims, and we're trying something new. You're not going to see my hand with my new laptop. This is the state exam multiple choice review number 9, and it's not the full answer key, but I'm going to give you enough hints to where you can figure out the answers from there. So we'll go ahead and get started. So once again, you're not going to get the answers from this. You're going to actually have to figure them out. Starting with number 1. In the morning, a farm worker packed 3 pints of strawberries. 3 pints of strawberries in 4 minutes, 2 pints of strawberries in 3 minutes. The difference between the rates, pints per hour. All right, we've done some problems throughout the course of the year where we've given minutes and we have to do hours. So we have 3 pints in 4 minutes, and we have 2 pints in 3 minutes. What we're going to do is we want it per hour. So I'm going to put 60 here because it's 60 minutes in an hour and 60 here. Okay, so we're going to cross multiply, and whatever you get here and whatever you get here, difference means subtract. So you're going to take this minus this, and that will be your answer. All right, moving on to number 2. Vehicle uses 1 1/8 gallons of gas to travel 13.5 miles. Miles per gallon. Miles per gallon. So 13 1/2 goes on top. 8 1/8. Sorry, 1 1/8 goes on the bottom. It's just a basic unit rate. All right, scale drawing. 1 centimeter is 2 3/4 foot. 1 centimeter, 2 3/4 feet. 4 1/2 centimeters would have to go on top. And we put an X on the bottom. Okay. Next page. Number 4. It's saying, which statement is true about this graph? Point R is a unit rate of 10 per pound. Point R is a unit rate. Basically, it has to do with this right here, okay, where the 2.5 is the pounds, the 1 is the cost. Actually, I got that backwards. The 2.5, let's see if I can try this out. How's that work? Yeah, I actually can erase right on this pencil. That's kind of neat. All right, so anyway, the 2.5 and the 1 is this. Right? So I'm not going to give you the answer, but you should figure it out. All right, which expression has the same value of? Well, here's what you do. You put this in a calculator, you get an answer, and then you put each one of these into the calculator till you get the same one. Number 6, you just divide. You do 43 divided by 12. So that one's pretty straightforward. Same thing with number 7. You just take 7 divided by 8. Okay. Just remember the difference. Repeating means it's going to keep going. Terminates means it's going to stop. All right, number 8. Which expression makes this true? So here's what you do. You basically are going to take each one of these and plug it in until you get the one that matches. So you're going to distribute. And you do that with each. So basically put a 4 here, put a 4 there, put a 4 there. Distribute each one until you get the one that matches this. All right, number 9, which expression is equivalent? So we have to distribute and combine. Careful here, when we distribute, this negative goes with the 3, so we're distributing -3, so we get 7 over 2h. -3, this would be -15h, and you have a negative, and this is a negative as well. The negative 1/2, so a negative times a negative is a positive 1 1/2. All right, and then you combine these together. All right, now what you're going to get is you're going to get answers, and you should be able to figure it out from there. But if you look at your answers, they're all like, you're either going to get a negative or a positive here, and you're only going to get a positive or a negative there. So here, just this alone should eliminate those 2 choices right off the bat. All right. Minimum number of sets of forks he should buy. Well, currently he needs a total of 406 forks for his restaurant. So if we're doing this as an equation, this is the one where you have a box, then an X plus a box equals a total. Right? So the 406 becomes the total. He has 278 already, so that becomes there. And then he has 12 per set. Okay, so how many sets of blocks should he do? And then you can solve this from here. You'll take 278 off. And then whatever you get, you take 12, divide it by 12, whatever you get here. I don't think it comes out nicely, so then you just got to think of, think from there. All right, this one is an inequality. Most of the key to this is at least 80 signatures. That means at least means it can be greater than or equal to 80. That would eliminate these two choices. And then it's just figuring out what goes with the x and what's the additional amount. And actually, probably don't even need to do anything more than that because this symbol alone would eliminate that choice. So that's one I'm actually going to give you the answer to. Circle has a diameter. Area of a circle. Oops. Area of a circle. Formula from the reference sheet. Area equals pi r squared. They give you the diameter is 26, which means the radius is 13. You plug 13 in, you go pi 13 squared. You square the 13, multiply it by pi. Perimeter is when you add all the sides up. So you're going to take the 5x, the 5.5x. You're going to add the sides all up together. So plus 6.2y plus 4.3x plus 8.3z. Okay. And then you're going to add in, this one as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to line up. You're going to combine all your like terms. So I'm going to line up my like terms. So I have a 5.5x. So I'm going to put 4.3x underneath that. 6.2y. So I'm going to put this, and it is negative 5.1y underneath it. Okay, I don't need that in there anymore. And I have an 8.3z here, and I'm going to put a 1 plus a 1.6z. And then you just combine your like terms. Combine those, so on. Okay, number 14. All right, so what most of you are going to do is you're going to see the original price of the ticket is 75, so you get 20% discount. So what most of you are going to start off doing is 20% of 75. But what you have to remember is whatever you get here gets subtracted away. And this amount, now you get a 10% service fee. So when you set up your second one, it's 10%. This is the number that goes here. And then whatever you get here, it's a fee, which means it gets added, and this is going to be your new price. But that's not what the question's asking you. The question's actually asking, what is the percent of change? So now this problem turns into, I'm going to bring it up here to the top, where this now becomes a change over original, where the original is the 75. Now, to find the change, you're going to have to take this price down here in red, and you're going to have to take 75 minus this to get that change. And then that's what goes up on top, and then x over 100. And I gave you about as much as I can give you without actually giving you some of the answers. Moving down 15. This is another percent of change over original. Okay. Well, here's the thing. The original they do give you is the 500, but what they don't give you, okay, the original cost and then the cost using the payment plan. And we've done this problem before, but I'm going to do off to the side here. So we have a payment plan. You're going to make a down payment of 125, and then pay $72.50 each for 6 months. So to figure out how much it is, well, you're going to pay $72.50 6 times. So $72.50 times 6. Okay. And then whatever you're going to get here, you're going to add in the 125 down payment, and then you get a new amount here. And then this new amount, take it away from the original amount, and that becomes your change. And then over x over 100. This will say least likely. So basically, you just convert these all to decimals until you figure out the one that is the lowest chance. This is FDP, a fraction decimal percent. All right, and then there's 17. Last one here. You notice this one was a little bit longer. Oops. Which number is a reasonable estimate? And we've had trouble throughout the course of the year with this idea of the reasonable estimate because the answer doesn't come out to be exact. We want to land on the section labeled 5 over a course of 150 spins. So you start off with, well, how many 5s are there? We got one here, we got one there, we got one there. 3 out of a total of 12. Okay? And we set a proportion because whenever we're estimating using a probability or even statistics, set up a proportion for 150 spins. And as I said, your answer is not going to be exact, so you're going to have to figure out what is the closest answer. All right, so for recorded videos, this is Mr. Sims signing off.